Hey, everybody, it's Robert Flores. Welcome to the show.
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, we've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming your way next. Our starter in this one, Drew Rasmussen. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stump in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
On the ground.
That's
and
foul.
It goes just foul. Payoff pitch. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. The throw to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Now it's going to be Kazuma Okamoto. The 1-1. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A solo shot. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
One down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Just underway from Tropicana Field.
That's the ball.
And they'll do it again. Not close with that one. Full count now. There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Digging in, Jesus Sanchez. And a 2-1 on the way. That's to third. Makes the sliding stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Nice grab. Over to first. In time. Got him. We go to the bottom of the first, and the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. What's the scouting report on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Stepping in, Chandler Simpson. Gausman, it is. Top of the second, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. In the air, left field. And a quick out, number 1. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays.
Miles Straw.
1-1 now.
Down, ball.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Right through there for a strike. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Batting eighth, the shortstop.
Man at first with one gone. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. Runner on the go. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Ground ball to the right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Heineman. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that's the third out. Back now in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios. On to the third inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. In the air, right field. Fraley on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays.
Kazuma Okamoto.
This one in the air right field. Fraley getting an angle on it. Makes a nice running catch. And there's two down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
2 down, nobody on. Out to short. Walls throws to first. And Guerrero is set down. That's the third out. Back here at Tropicana Field, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. The 2-1. That's a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Out to short. Walls tosses to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Ball.
Left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck, and that'll do it. Bottom 4 as the Rays come up to hit.
Second baseman, Richie Palacio.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Garrett Clevenger. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Straw digs in now. 2-2. Now 1 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. The Blue Jays down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. Oh, that fastball drilled him. Here's the Toronto catcher, Tyler Heineman.
Catcher number 55, Tyler Heineman.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Line drive. tracks it down for the out. Out number 2.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that is that. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. Mason Fluhart takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 43, Hunter. Biggie.
Leading off, Kazuma Okamoto.
The third baseman, number 7, Kazuma Okamoto.
The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Not in time.
He's in there.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the
Vladdy
first baseman,
Jr. stepping to the dish now. The 1-1. That's ripped into the outfield. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins under it. And there are 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
That was straight queso right there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Fraley under this one. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Fortes. Top of inning number 7. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Biggie, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. The 2-1. Out to center. Mullins should have this one. And there's one down. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. The Rays leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Pitch misses. Ball 2. Next offering upstairs. Hit on the ground to short. Walls whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Line drive to short and caught. Back now in Tampa Bay and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen. He's
Out. Now pitching for the Rays, number 49.
digging in, Tyler Heineman. Got him. And one gone. Back to the top of the order now. George Springer will hit next. What a stop. Fires to first. In the dirt. He picks it. And that's a great play. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Pitch is in there. It'll count 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda.
Say, out.
Brian Baker comes on trying to close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
This one popped up right side. Palacios under it. 1 away. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Swings through that one for strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To the right side, Palacios. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. 2 outs, base is empty. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Baker looking to reach double-digit saves on the year.
That's a ball.
That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Flying drive, and that's base hit out into center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. Tying run at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And a payoff pitch. Got him. That's the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew.